Salesforce is acquiring data management vendor Informatica for $8 billion in a move to create the top AI platform company in the world with a focus on agentic AI. Welcome to In-Depth, everyone. Today we're chatting with Senior Associate Editor Wade Millward, and he covers cloud for us here at CRN. We're chatting about all things Salesforce. So to start from the very top, Wade, why is Salesforce buying Informatica?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Gina. So Salesforce is buying Informatica. They've really portrayed this as a technology buy as much as a business buy. Informatica has really made more inroads with legacy systems, homegrown data systems, and Salesforce has really wanted to position itself as the number one AI agent platform. And so the theory here is that having more access to an enterprise's data, even from the legacy stuff, I mean, that's going to create a better agent, a smarter agent, an AI agent with better guardrails around it. So from Salesforce's point of view, this acquisition makes complete sense from the technology standpoint. Also, as CEO Marc Benioff noted on their most recent earnings call, Informatica, Salesforce is getting a pretty good deal for the company, seeing as last year there were reports that emerged that Salesforce was going to try to buy them for $11 billion. Now, after some, difficulties at Informatica, the deal is looking more like $8 billion, as you said. So nice little haircut there. And that's all this not to say that Informatica is an irrelevant company, as Benioff made note on the call. He talked about how they've really rebuilt their company for the cloud era, although we've now moved to the AI era. So, maybe it makes sense for them to get acquired by a larger company. So yeah, that's the technology standpoint. And then for partners, it'll be interesting to see what differences there are between the customer bases of Salesforce and Informatica. I'm imagining there is a population of customer that maybe uses tools from both companies, but maybe this gives Salesforce partners a chance to sell to traditional Informatica customers. Maybe this gives Informatica's partner ecosystem a whole new base of customers within the Salesforce customer base. And, maybe there's a population of customers that simply will just move from Informatica over the Salesforce tools. But there's a lot of complementary actions here too between Informatica and Salesforce's MuleSoft product offering. There's some complementary actions that can be taken with Informatica and Salesforce's data cloud in terms of data unification. And that's, again, going to why even buy this company, as Benioff puts it. It's to create data harmony, data unification so that you can get the most out of your AI toolset.
Yeah, and so how is Salesforce faring right now in the AI agent space?
Yeah, Salesforce, if you ask Salesforce, they'll say they're number one. They've really reoriented the whole company around AI and built this Agentforce AI agent building platform. And really, on the earnings call, the executives showed how Agentforce is not only selling as an offering, but it is having a flywheel effect with other parts of the company portfolio, which is always good for partners, right? They're always looking for upselling, cross-selling opportunities. And Salesforce, they haven't been shy about the rivalry in this marketplace, especially with Microsoft is a common target for Benioff. He loves to kind of put down their Copilot offering. He likes to call it Clippy, throwing back to, the virtual assistant that used to help us with Microsoft Word, right? And on the most recent earnings call, he did go on a tear that I think, from his kind of theory here is that all these consumer grade offerings, more so the Chat GPT, Anthropic's Claude, he would throw Copilot into there. I'm sure Microsoft would disagree, but he says these tools that are more so aimed at consumers, they have this preset data that they've been trained on, and they're just not enterprise ready because the enterprise has so many disparate systems and needs a lot of guardrails because not every employee should be accessing all of these disparate data systems. Employee pay is a common example I hear come up. So in Benioff's mind, none of these tools made for a consumer are going to translate well to the enterprise. And so it's really up to a company like a Salesforce that to offer AI tools, AI agents too, that can scale throughout an enterprise's IT estate, do it safely, obey the strict data laws and rules that are out there. And so, how are they faring in this evolving space? Benioff will tell you they're number one. What other competition is out there? And I'm sure a Microsoft will probably say they're number one, but anyone who's even playing in the second tier of this category might say that this space is still so widely defined. It's still the early innings. Calling winners and losers in this space just seems kind of hard to do at this point in time when everything's so early. And all of this is opportunity for channel partners, right? I mean, there's certainly, in workplace technology, I know there's this kind of paradox of customers only want to move so fast. But if AI agents and AI overall is just going to be the way we do things in the future, I can understand a partner wanting to get in early, even if it gives them the perception of being someone who could talk about this and help lead their customer down this road, feel more in control of this rapidly evolving technology space.
Absolutely. And I know the partners I talk to all the time, they constantly say things that cause the greatest amount of disruption and the biggest amount of confusion is a huge area of opportunity for them. So this is worth mentioning that it's Salesforce's largest deal since they acquired Slack in 2021 for $30 billion. So I know we'll continue to kind of watch this deal play out as we talk to more partners about what this means for them and as the deal eventually closes. So Wade, we'll stay tuned to CRN, and thanks so much for joining me.
Absolutely.